Roane Fleming Byrnes was from Natchez, Mississippi. She wrote children's books on the side. She was involved in the Natchez Trace Parkway creation. She's worked for it for over 25 years, and she was called the Queen of the Parkway. She writes to legislators, to government officials, to officials in general, trying to move passage of bills through. The letters we have span years, but I pulled 37 because it was the year the trace was begun.
It was a major route of communication before the Europeans came, and then after the Europeans came, they took advantage of the Indian trails to get back to Natchez after they get from Natchez back to Nashville after they had taken barges down the river. They wanted to keep the Parkway near the old road router, but of course they didn't want to be right on top of it. They didn't want to destroy it, and they did a pretty good job. There are several places along the trace where it'll say Old Trace, and you can go off and you can see where through the hundreds of years of foot traffic and later on wagon traffic, it actually wore a groove in the hilltop. When they first started in the 30s, they weren't too concerned about destroying archaeological sites. That has become more and more important. It's part of their actual federal regulations protecting them. But some of the second growth along the trace is pretty old, and so you can get a feel for what it would have been like to travel through the north central hills, for example, before it all got cleared and planted into pine plantations. So it gives you a glimpse of what the state would have been.